Welcome to The Explainer. Okay, let's dive right into the absolute chaos that was WWE Raw this week. Seriously, with the Elimination Chamber right around the corner, everyone is scrambling for a spot, and the whole show just feels like a powder keg ready to blow.
And I think this quote right here pretty much sums up the vibe for the entire night. This isn't just trash talk, this is personal, it's vicious, and it tells you everything you need to know about how high the tensions are running on the road to one of WWE's most dangerous matches.
And believe me, that brutal insult, it wasn't just an isolated incident. Nope, it was a sign of what was to come. The whole night felt like every single superstar was on a hair trigger, just waiting for a reason to snap.
So why is everybody so wound up? Well, it all comes down to one thing: a spot inside the Elimination Chamber. This is a chance to fight for a championship, but you have to go through an absolute war to get it. The stakes, they couldn't possibly be any higher.
You know, before the fists start flying, the battles always begin on the microphone. And this week, man, superstars were drawing lines in the sand, laying down challenges, and using their words to get under each other's skin. I mean, look at LA Knight. The guy's an absolute master at this. He sees a tense standoff and, instead of just watching, he jumps right in and basically talks a six-man tag team match into existence. Just like that, a verbal sparring session becomes an official fight.
Then you've got the champion, Seth Rollins, playing some serious mind games. He's in the ring all by himself, surrounded by his rivals, and he's daring them to jump him. He's basically calling their bluff, saying, "You need a whole group to take me on, because you know you can't do it one-on-one."
And this was just brilliant. Her rival is in her face, begging for a fight right then and there. And Becky Lynch just shuts it all down with 4 simple words. She completely takes control, making it clear that they'll fight on her terms and her terms only.
See, she's not just ducking a fight. She's getting inside her opponent's head. She's basically saying, "You want me to beat you up now so you have a built-in excuse for when you lose to me at the chamber?" It is some next-level psychological warfare.
All right, enough talk. The challenges were made, the insults were thrown. It was finally time for the bell to ring and for these superstars to settle their differences in the ring.
So that match LA Knight talked his way into? Yeah, it didn't exactly go his way. The whole thing was a chaotic brawl, and it ended with the powerhouse Bronson Reed getting pinned after a massive top rope tsunami splash. And if you want a moment that'll make you jump out of your seat, this was it. Penta launched himself off the ropes into a flipping piledriver, a springboard Mexican destroyer. It is an absolutely insane move, incredibly dangerous, and it got him a huge, shocking win.
And then there was this, which wasn't even a match, it was a message. Gunther just brutally dismantled Dominic Mysterio at ringside, tossing him into the barricade, the timekeeper's area, just pure, raw dominance. He was sending a message to the entire locker room.
But look, a lot of these fights weren't just for bragging rights. For a couple of superstars, getting a win on this night meant everything. It was their ticket to a golden opportunity.
Yep, we had 2 massive qualifying matches. The goal was simple. Win, and you are in the Elimination Chamber. Lose, and your championship dreams are put on hold. The pressure was intense. Asuka got the job done. She locked Bayley in her signature submission, the Asuka lock, right in the center of the ring. Bayley had nowhere to go, she had to tap out. And just like that, Asuka punched her ticket to Chicago. And then, in a result that shocked a lot of people, the newcomer Javon Evans got his spot. He hit his incredible top rope finisher, the OG Cutter, to score what has to be the biggest win of his entire career.
So, that's 2 more spots filled. 2 more incredibly dangerous competitors thrown into the mix, which just makes the men's and women's Elimination Chamber matches that much more unpredictable.
Okay, so after all that, the verbal beatdowns, the brutal matches, the huge qualifications, where does all this leave us on the road to Elimination Chamber? Well, it leaves us with a ton of questions. I mean, is Seth Rollins even going to make it to WrestleMania in one piece? When is Becky finally going to get her fight? Does anyone on the planet have a chance of stopping Gunther? And who is going to grab those last few precious spots in the chamber? But really, it all comes down to this one ultimate question. After all the chaos, the qualifiers, and the beatdowns, who is going to survive that demonic structure and walk out with the championship? Right now, your guess is as good as mine.
So as we get closer, the picture is starting to get a little clearer, but it is no less chaotic. We've got this wild mix of veterans and hungry newcomers all ready to go to war for a title shot.
And with more qualifying matches still to come, you just know the road ahead is only going to get more intense.